Blessings, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade podcast platform, where I am none other than Aisha, also affectionately known as Jade. So this evening, I am doing a makeup live audio for Friday, December the 7th, 2018. And you might want to get a pen and a piece of paper or put it in your Google Notes or do what you need to do, or definitely listen to the replay, which will be available shortly after I'm done. I'm going to talk about something that's really interesting and, well, to me is interesting. And it just gives me some other options on what I need to do in regards to if I want to meet up with clients. So here are 6 professional places to meet clients away from the office. So for many of you, you travel, during your business, whether it's working for corporate or whether you're traveling for your own business, or even if you just want to take them somewhere different and meet. So again, 6 professional places to meet clients away from the office. And especially when it speaks on office, you might have a home business. Your business might be in your home or home-based business, and you don't want everyone coming to where you live. And I so get that. So these ideas might just be doable for you. So again, 6 professional places to meet clients away from the office. So traveling for business and being away from an office does not mean that you can't conduct successful business meetings. So here are a few ideas on places to meet. So when you're entertaining clients in your city, it's easy to suggest the best museums to go visit, the most relaxing bars to have a drink at, and what meal at your favorite restaurant is a must-have. However, when you're on a business trip and you have to host a meeting and entertain your client, it's a lot harder to know what's the best place to go, especially if you've never been to that particular city. This used to be a major problem, trying to find an appropriate place to work while still being in a professional environment. However, with the growth of remote careers, hosting a last-minute business meeting isn't much different from hosting, anywhere. Hosting one, again, anywhere. So even like if you're in your hometown or, just anywhere. So again, here are the types of places you can go to host a business meeting with your client. So let's jump right into this. The first idea would be a coffee shop. This is probably the most obvious choice on this list for a reason. It's an inexpensive option that offers flexibility in regards to their business hours, especially if it's a chain. There is not a lot of pressure that comes with meeting in a coffee shop either. While having business meetings in coffee shops are becoming commonplace, it does lack privacy. It's also not a guarantee that the coffee shop will be quiet enough for you to conduct a successful meeting. Additionally, you may be cramped into a corner or fighting for an available space. The next would be a restaurant. Having a meeting at a restaurant is good if you're trying to ease into talking business when both of you are fed and relaxed. Before you pick a restaurant to have dinner at, make sure you know what your client's likes and dislikes are. That is very important. So normally having a business meeting over dinner when you and that client are comfortable. So if it's your first time meeting up with your client, consider going somewhere more formal. Not everyone thinks discussing business over dinner is relaxing, so it is best to gauge your client's temperament before considering this option. So definitely you have to be comfortable, but you want your client to be comfortable in this business meeting over dinner. So yes, just choose wisely about that. A next idea would be a museum. Some museums have meeting rooms that you can rent for a day or a few hours, depending on your needs, along with free Wi-Fi. Even if this is your first time meeting up with your client, everyone can appreciate art. Plus, it's also a good icebreaker and conversation starter. Some museums, including botanical gardens, have cafes that can be used as a meeting point. If there is a free museum that isn't overcrowded, then your meeting can be somewhat informal. It's a nice break from work, and most clients really enjoy the change of scenery. So that is the museum. Next idea is a hotel. Hotels are starting to adapt to the remote worker lifestyle, making it easier to conduct business. You don't necessarily have to be a guest at the hotel either. Many are coming with plenty on the ground floor, along with a coffee shop and sometimes even a restaurant that is open to the public. If you need a hotel conference room, you may be able to rent out one for a few hours. So these vary, and the best advice is to call around and check to see what is available to guest and non-guest alike. You may be offered a special rate just for inquiring. So again, that is a hotel. The next idea is a library. Libraries are a great resource in many ways, whether they are located at a university or are simply community libraries. That there are usually, plenty to find in convenient locations. Granted, you will have to conduct business with consideration of others, but if you can call ahead and rent out a meeting room, you may find the library to be the perfect environment for boosting confidence. An alternative to a library that you may want to consider is a bookshop. Interesting. Bookshops are nice. Libraries are definitely nice as well. I've had a few times where I used the library and I rented out their room, and it was more of an intimate setting, and it was pretty decent. And the alternative to that is a bookshop. And lastly, the last idea is co-working space, which is the new thing nowadays. There's several co-working space locations here, especially in Atlanta, Georgia. So co-working space, an alternative to hotel conference rooms. Co-working spaces has risen in popularity over the last few years. You can rent a co-working space meeting room for a couple of hours to a week. You can even use whatever office supplies they have while you're there. The best part is that you don't always need a membership to get access to these savvy spaces and free Wi-Fi. You and your client might even get a chance to network with different people from a wide variety of industries while you're there. Cities mostly have the same types of places that you can go to meet with your client when you're hosting the meeting. So overall, the best place to meet depends on what you are presenting and who you are presenting to. There's been times where people have even had meetings in bars, on the back of boats, and even in an airport lounge. Go figure, in between flights, right? When you're sitting there and your flight is delayed, you just have to be creative, right? There's no necessarily right or wrong, except for, again, just based on the need, I guess, per se. Sometimes things happen and they don't pan out the way that you're looking for them to do, looking for it to happen, I should say. So just kind of get creative with it too. So each place offers something as long as you make it work. While they may be unconventional, they can definitely be memorial. So I just wanted to bring that little bit. I hope that you understood what I was saying. I hope that it was good content. As I was speaking about it, I was thinking about it for myself as well. So if I sounded a little hesitant, that's why. So they're great ideas in my opinion. Again, get creative, come outside the box if you have to, get unconventional, and believe it or not, it could work out great. So that was co-working space, libraries, hotels, museums, restaurant, coffee shops, bookshops, airport lounge. There's just so many different variety of ways of meeting people in professional places, meeting your clients. And if you have other places that you've met your clients, I so welcome you to leave those suggestions in my comment below. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I want to thank you in advance for those who are going to listen to the replay. And I would also like to invite you to my social media platforms, which of course I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel. You can find me under all of them, which is Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which I invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell for all updates. Aisha Speaks Jade. Make sure you definitely use self-care each and every day. Take care of the top of your crown, which is the top of your head, to the soles of your feet. Self-care, can never stress enough self-care. It should not be an option. It should definitely be a thing or a necessity that you do each and every day. Self-care. When you're feeling down, when you feel like you want to give up, you go into your self-care toolbox that you're going to create. Make sure you create the best positive self-care toolbox that you can. Dig in there when you need to pull out something that'll help you reboost yourself and regroup yourself. Bring yourself back up, revitalize yourself. Make sure that you respect yourself, love and like yourself. Work on yourself internally, and then that comes out externally. Okay. Also, what else did I want to say? Create your happiness, create your greatness, follow your dreams and passions and goals. Self-care, self-care, self-care. I like to thank you. Also, always be appreciative and blessed and grateful and humble and thankful. And with that being said, I say namaste and ashe, and be good to yourself. Have an awesome evening.